So the first step before you set up automated notices is to figure out what balance grouping you want to send to. So the easiest way, you can look at it in two places. One is you can look at the delinquency tab, which all of the managers have access to. You click on delinquency, you sort by your property. And then my favorite thing to do is to sort here so that it gives me my biggest balances first. I can tell who I'm going to file on based on their balance. So for example, on this one, anybody who's over 30 days, I should be filing on, right? Because that means that their notice to vacate is coming due. So in this case, I'm going to do my list for anybody with a $5 balance all the way up to, in this case, an $1,100 balance, because I'm going to go just below what my eviction amount would be. I can tell that I'm going to file eviction here because it's 34 days old. Typically, that's the way that I would do it. You can also sort by days, but in this case, I have one that's just a little less than that, but I'm going to include them in the mix because I want to capture all of these. So I'm going to go up to 1,100 here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is double check my delinquency list so that I know my range. The second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Tools, Message Center. I'm going to create a new list. This might be, in this case, it might be June delinquent. And in this case, I'm using San Marcos as a test, okay? So you're gonna see June delinquent. I'm gonna select residents only. I'm gonna save and continue. I'm going to pick my property. And in this case, I want to send it to San Marcos. You cannot select multiple properties at once for this feature, or you lose the ability to choose based on balance. So now it's going to take me to my detail, and this is the important part, guys. This is what's going to catch you the grouping that you want. So I want to send it to all buildings, all floors. I'm going to send it to outstanding balances from $5. And in this case, all the way up to $1,100. But the balance determination is going to be based on who owes you money that you're up to the point that you're filing eviction. And then I'm going to send it to just to current and on notice people only. I don't want to capture past due residents or anybody else in that mix. Okay, so that being said, this is my list. It's anybody with the balance of $5 to $1,100, and now I'm going to generate the list. I have my list, so I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to go to my email. If you already created a template, it makes it really easy because now I'm going to create a new email. I'm looking for residents only, and I know what I named it. So I named it June delinquency. June delinquent San Marcos is the one. So I'm going to pick my list. I'm going to save and continue. And now I can decide if I want to use a template or if I want to create a new design. In this case, I want to use a template. I'm going to choose from my template library. And I have a template already created for this one, which was you have a balance due. So I want to look at this one. I want to go to that location. I'm going to pick my template. And I want to preview it because it should be the one with the big red box. There it is. So my intent is that I want this balance to go out on a regular basis. So I want it to go out every day between now and the 14th. So from here, I'm going to apply it. So I know that I want to use that message, okay? And so I've selected it. I've already previewed it. It shows you have a balance due. Please bring your payment in. This one says San Marcos. I'm going to make sure I turn off this is a marketing message because it is not. It's related to the business. I'm going to save and continue. And this is where I'm going to get to schedule it. I want to make it a recurring event. I want to schedule it daily. And in this case, I'm going to schedule it at 7:30 a.m. Every day, my start date is going to be today, and I want it to end on June 14th. That's the important part. If it goes past the 15th, the problem you'll have is that it will capture your future balances for next month. So people who have already paid you will get the email. Now I'm going to schedule this email. I have to start it as of tomorrow because the time has already passed today. So now I can also do the same thing. If I want it to go out twice a day, I'm going to create another new email. I'm going to pick my list, which was June delinquent. I know I already have that list. I just did it. So I'm going to pick my list again. I'm going to save and continue. I'm going to use the same template again. I'm going to choose from my template library. I know that it's balance. I'm going to search by balance. I know that this is the one because I just picked it a few minutes ago. And so I'm going to use selected. And now I'm just going to pick a different time. So I already have it loaded again. It is not a marketing message. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to save and continue. I'm going to make it a recurring event again. I want it to go out daily. And this time I want it to go out daily at 8 p.m. I want to make sure that in the morning and afternoon they're seeing that we're owed. So from here, I'm going to schedule it to run between the 4th and the 14th. And now I'm going to schedule that email. Now it's done.